Okay, guys, so I'm going to be showing you guys an absolute heater out of the nickel normal formation. I know a lot of people ask me for a great blitz, so this is what I'm going to be showing you guys. This was something that I utilized a lot, the same setup at the end of last year. If you guys watched me last year, you guys know I had a lot of success. I had one of the best records in the Mudhead Friday Night Football tournaments just by running 5-2. And one of the things I learned at the end of last year was that you can run nickel normal to almost the same exact way as 5-2, especially against formations like bunch, which are really good blocking formations, really hard to defeat, and a lot of the very, very top players run bunch. So I spent a lot of my time last year in defense dissecting how to defeat bunch, and this is one of the ways I did it. So we're going to call nickel blitz out of nickel normal, and what we're going to do is we're going to set it up just like we would any other defense. So they might think we're in cover 4, we might think we're in cover 2, and then the next play we can scream at them with everybody in our team, come in instantly, and get that sack. So what we're going to do is we're going to just simply pinch our defense the same way we always do. Then we're going to go ahead and global blitz our linebackers by going right on the D-pad and then down on the right stick. And then we're going to contain and pass commit. So this is what the player looks like. I will note that practice mode is bugged. This guy normally stands right here, so this is going to affect the blitz a little bit. It may not come in clean. Somebody may get picked up, so please just bear with me that this will work in a game. Just for whatever reason, um, yeah, practice mode is bugged. This won't work just because Vander Esch is a big dummy and he won't stay where he's supposed to be. One of the things I will do too is drag this guy out so he's not in a contain anymore. If you have time, if you don't have time, don't worry about it too much, but it's definitely optional. And then we're just gonna hover in this gap with our safety, and I'll show you guys what happens. All right, that time some really weird glitch happened where the guy just went straight into a blocker. It won't happen again. Let me show you guys one more time real quick. Set it up real quick this time. I can flip it. Yeah, it kind of sucks that the linebacker won't align just because it's hard to show you guys exactly what will happen. So I'll show you guys one more time. Right there, he comes completely free off the edge, as you can see. Um, this is very consistent. It is a very consistent blitz. It's going to come in every time. It's pretty much unblockable. Like I said, the only thing slowing it down is that linebacker not being aligned correctly. And I'll show you guys just one more time, just to show you guys that it is in fact consistent. Right there, we just have everybody come completely free from every angle against a ton of blockers. So yeah, this blitz it's really good, and it's going to be even better once you get into an actual game and your guys are aligning correctly. But yeah, I'll show you guys what I'll do for adjustments out of this too. So one of the cool things about this play is the these soft squats. If you guys don't know how soft squats operate, if there's only one receiver in the area, so let's say they block everybody, and then they send the solo receiver on a streak, what he'll do is he'll man up. If more than one route occupies that area, he'll play a cloud. And same on both sides. So soft squats are pretty good. I wouldn't recommend running a soft squat on this side just because soft squats are kind of trash on the bunch side. They won't really play a corner route. So what I'll do is I'll just put this guy in a cloud, and then I'll drag him up a little bit. That way he's more likely to play any sort of corner route. And then as far as the Loka goes, you can leave him here. You can put him on a deep third, which pretty much leaves that sideline, but there's no fade routes this year. The only thing that would really get burned by this is the wheel route on the B receiver, but it takes a little while to develop, and the idea is to get to the quarterback before that happens. So you can put him in a middle third, you can leave him in a deep half. It's up to you. And then basically what you're doing with this guy is you're kind of just occupying this whole area. Any sort of crossers, drags, that's completely up to you. And one of the things I also like to do is kind of a green dog concept. Is I'll man up the running back with the linebacker. That way, if he goes out on a route, he'll go play the running back, and then if he stays in the block, he will blitz. This is not super consistent for whatever reason in the game. Sometimes if he does block, this guy will just sit in a spy or something. But a lot of times he will blitz. It is kind of random. I think it's just a coding bug in the game again. So that's kind of unfortunate, but that is something I do like to do just because that running back on a wheel could hurt us. The soft squat will play it, but if there's a wheel and then a streak on the side, the soft squat's going to have a really difficult time defending that. So that's an option you can have, but most people's first response to defending a heavy blitz like this is going to be trying to block everybody. The only time you'll ever come up against somebody running bunch like this and sending 5 out against you sending all these people is going to be a very, very good player, and that's not obviously not that common. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. This setup right here will get you a lot of stops. Another option you can do is run man to man. You could pretty much just run man press, right? Just bring everybody up very, very close and just give them no room to breathe at all. That's also an option. Zone's pretty good though, just because you're okay with giving up a flat for 2 or 3 yards. You know, getting hit sticks, especially in Ultimate Team, you can force a lot of fumbles. So it's not the end of the world to give up a couple yards here and there, as long as you're getting hits on the ball carrier. But yeah, this is a really solid blitz. You can run this against pretty much any formation. However, I don't typically like to blitz formations outside of bunch, really, just because I don't really have that much trouble defending other formations. Bunch is really the only formation that I have difficulty with, just because it is such a good formation, man. There's some really good routes in it. There's some really good blocking in it, and the people who run it are typically pretty good players. So this is one of the ways I like to defeat it. In the next video, I'll be going over my run defense and also the same concept style blitz that you can run against single back and I form.